Hello gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Banished here in Reykjavik in the Cold Valleys. So thanks a lot for watching. And in the last episode I raised some issues about the happiness of some of the pops because look at this, the average happiness is rather low. And there were some people with incredibly low happiness. And I did get some advice by Steve Crow, thanks a lot for that, who watched the last episode and made suggestions just such as ensure to have churches with cemeteries, the schools, enough markets, pathing is an issue possibly, and it's actually like that. I've got some schools, some churches that are full, I think. That could be one problem. I need to check on the pathing, so that's the aim for this episode. Also, we were talking. Well, he said that my village has grown quite big now, and it has. Look at the minimap. So I suggested to do a small flyover, and that's what I'm going to do right now to show you, because we are like in the 40-something episode, I think. 42 maybe, so I think it's a good idea to show you a little bit of what has happened. Yeah, this is the starting area. So I started with some log cabins, and then stone houses, which I intended to replace the log cabins. I haven't, because then I've got enough firewood just about. I need to look for firewood as well, and that's the market. I try to build all houses within the range of a market, so that they don't have to collect the firewood and so on for themselves. It's not working that greatly at the moment, I think, because look at this hardwood is produced at the other end of the village. Glass, hide coats. It's cluttered. I need to sort out the items. I think I need to store more goods like hide coats in the trading posts to free space up. Yeah, so this is the starting area. I did go for like some hunting, obviously, down here, and started building some fields, some fishing here. Sawmill, water wheel mill, and then when I shifted to tool production and the likes, I started building the like a mining facility here, also stone. I did get some deer, so I expanded it in this direction too, but this is not much space at all for deer. But there's a sheep butcher here. Actually, there are apparently not quite enough sheep. And I also went up here to get some more wood, which was then connected to the water wheel sawmill. And then one thing I built is actually this dockyard sort of, or dock homes and the likes, and there's lots of production here. Reed and so on is used for fire bundles, and I wanted to try out this type of buildings. And this is, for example, a full school. This is an almost full water shrine, and I still intend to maybe continue this settlement, have a market square sort of here, and continue building in this direction. There should be a marketplace somewhere. It's this one, which caters for all of that. And then obviously I built some log cabins here, and some more woodcutters, not woodcutters, but forester lodges, hunting cabin. Yeah, and then I think I decided to build in this direction, also to have workers for here, and that the idea was to try out this type of building here. I misplaced it a little bit. Urban houses, quite interesting, I think. I expanded to the south, put lots of fields here, which were not harvested on time. But then I also started to go into some more advanced crafting somewhere, like the glassworks. So I went for like sand and clay. Because of the food problems, I put like dock fisheries like everywhere. And then obviously I needed more space for animals. So I expanded to the west. So this is kind of this area. Still not enough, I think. And then I decided to make like a farming settlement, which is kind of this. And I built lots of apiaries here and also some apiaries here for candles initially as well, to go deep with the mines, but also for honey. So because we've got bees ourselves, 6 hives in total, as a hobby. And yeah, so this is like the harvesting area. And then I thought, well, there are lots of fields, I can put some plantations here, and there's like a textile industry here, lots of windmills, and the food problems were solved. But actually now it used to be like 100,000 and now it's like only 65. I need to maybe work on that a little bit in the next episode. Obviously, you know, hunters, forester lodges are obligatory. Then I started with breweries, and here this is just like crop fields for food, you know, some good potatoes, some housing, and a nearly full small market. Also here you can see the hunting cabin, and there's actually still a path missing. That should be better now. And down here, obviously, forester lodges and the like. Okay, you shall produce hide coats. That's good. That's from last episode. This is the newest kind of development, where I needed hardwood, and I wanted to have an area where I get the copper and the tin, so I can produce mainly fancy how's it called? Well, fancy homewares. That's it. Yeah, fancy homewares. Some more bees down here, and I needed the fancy homewares to continue building in the north up here, which is like the second last area I constructed. I wanted to have like a colonial style settlement, sort of, which is this one, with a local church and everything, a bit more compact here. We can continue building in this area because we also need houses. This is just, you know, storage and apiaries mainly for the brewery, and there's a sawmill as well. Yeah, and before that I built this area, which is like, because I had lots of tool problems as well, so I developed this tool producing area with lots of mines. And down here somewhere, no, that's the settlement. Okay, and I think that's it, right? Maybe I can show you this little tiny settlement. It's just, you know, to accommodate for this and for the breeders or whatever it's called. I don't know. It's not farmers. Herders, maybe. Also, there's like a salt works and stuff, so I needed something here. Yeah, and then I also wanted to expand in this area because there's quite some space. So I started with some more orchards and some crop fields. But as you can, and this can actually be nicely connected here. But as you can see, I lack more houses here and everything. So what we can do now is actually start building some houses at least. And then we check for happiness. I think that a huge problem is... what did I actually build here? Immediately another corner house, right? A huge problem is that I don't really have cemeteries. Okay, here we go. But no way they are not building here. Okay, now let's do something about the happiness. Is there any information I can get here? Average happiness. They're all clothed. We have some students. It's summer, it's the year 80 already. We have a decent amount of children. He is very unhappy. But first of all, why is he unhappy? He lives here in a log cabin. And he works as a laborer. He's super healthy, he's 60 years old, he's got an iron tool. He's idling. Maybe he's unhappy because he's got nothing to do. I can't really tell you why he's unhappy. He's got a church here which is not quite full. I don't know. I don't know. Let's check the pathing tool as well. Where is it? Here we go. Show paths. That's not a bad path, right? Why is he going here and there? Who are you? You are a citizen. You are a woodcutter. It's not too bad, right? It's not bad. What we should do now is build some cemeteries. Because I kind of neglected it and I need them to mourn. I've only got full cemeteries. You can obviously, like everything, because it's tile based, you can min-max your cemeteries. But for now we'll just put them where they fit. Prevent citizens from becoming sad when elders die. I won't necessarily build anything up here, so we can build like a cemetery. Here, I believe. Let's just build it like this. Oh, it's too small. Look at that. Small. I will have difficulties placing a cemetery. What about somewhere up here? Okay, this is actually not possible here either. Maybe steal a little bit of area from the wood cutting and stuff. Wouldn't be too bad. Let's build a cemetery here. They will also need a cemetery. That will be difficult. Very difficult. think we need one here. There's no alternative. Because we just need some cemeteries now to tackle the happiness issue. And it's nearby the church anyway, so it should be okay. And they would need something like a cemetery here as well. Church is nearby. Let's put a cemetery here. That should help. What about the houses? They're not progressing quickly. It's all within the range of this marketplace, but there's just too much stuff in here already. Cloth down coats, lots of lumber, wool coats. Let's store like 200 wool coats in here. Farm supplier, old trading post. Let's up that to 400. Let's also put more leather in here. Okay. Also, this church down here, is that a church? Yes, it's an urban chapel, it's full. I think we might just need another chapel down here as well. Let's find out. Housing. Is it here? No. It's behind this Fleur de Lille. Urban Chapel. Would fit here. But I need tiles on the sides as well. So I'd have to put it like this. And then we can put some housing on top. Like this. And I think like this, right? Oh, let's better wait. For a moment. And I think this chapel might help quite a bit. We have lots of industrial fuel. Okay, the placement for this is incorrect. Let's cancel it. And let's build it again. There we go. And then let's top it up. There we go. This is a super tiny wagon market here only, which is by far not enough. Look at that. We could buy clay, hardwood and sand. It's nothing we need. What about the new houses? Okay, they've been built. Very good. And I think this is where we're going to end this episode. These days I'm super busy with work again and all the construction stuff going on at our house where we're going to move to. So exciting times. Thanks a lot for watching, and next episode we will see if what we started now with some housing, we definitely need more housing with the church and the cemeteries in particular will actually already have an impact, but it still needs to be built, so we shall see. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.